Hey y'all, I am Dominique and welcome back to my channel, Not a Guru 7. So today we're going to be discussing my favorite fall scents. So ladies, grab your boots, put on your scarves, and let's spray. Begin by describing what a fall scent is. Fall scents are usually stronger, loud, heavier, and they're like the same with the winter fragrances or winter scents. And spring scents are normally more earthy or green, while you have summer scents that are usually fruity and sometimes floral as well. So today I'm going to be discussing my favorites, and I'm not going to go in any particular order. We just gonna play it by whichever one I grab. I was gonna say play it by ear, but we're gonna play it by whichever one I grab. So I'm gonna start with Scandal Honey by Jean Paul Gaultier. And you know it's a scandal because she got those legs all in the air, ready for a good time. Or a bad one. Well, she probably not waiting for a bad time, but she need to be prepared. That's why one leg is slightly higher than the other, because she ain't sure. So this is a fragrance that I will not recommend for the workplace because it's very sensual, it's sexy, and it's something that I will wear on a date night during the fall season. You have those caramel and honey notes. That honey is just overpowering it, but in a good way, and I love it. So I'm going to go over the scent profile and the notes. So the top notes are blood orange and mandarin orange, while the middle notes are honey, gardenia, orange blossom, jasmine, and peach. The base notes are beeswax, caramel, patchouli, and licorice. So patchouli tends to make fragrances last longer, and it's in here because this scent, the longevity is excellent. It lasts for hours, and a lot of gourmand and sweet fragrances on me don't last that long, but this one does the trick. It smells so good. So I am a little prepared today because I bought my fragrance sticks, and I'm going to spray. Okay, so we can get a whiff of it. Oh my God, it smells so good, y'all. Because the first thing that you smell, you get that orange blossom immediately. Then you start to smell the hints of honey, and it's overpowering. The orange is, but it's not overpowering in a bad way, if that makes sense. It's just the right citrusy tone. So you start to smell that caramel and that honey, and it's just a great combination. I love Scandal. Like I said, it's something that is good at lasting, and it does project. I tend to spray it on my clothes and my skin because I am a oversprayer. So I have to make sure that you smell me. But like I said, I would not wear this one to work, but it's an excellent honey perfume if you like that sort of thing. So next we have Giorgio Armani's My Way, the intense version. Whew, let me tell you about this one. So I saw a lot of reviews on this, and one of my coworkers had on the original My Way, and I said, what is it you're wearing? She said, My Way by Giorgio Armani, and I said, that smells so good. So I went on and did a blind buy. Sometimes I just have this feeling that I'm gonna love a fragrance due to the notes that's in there, and I actually saw the notes in here, and I was like, oh, this sounds like something I would like. So I said, I'll get the intense version because I want my perfumes to be strong. Even though it is a eau de parfum, I wanted it still to be intense, if that makes sense. So I bought the smallest size. I think it was 1 ounce, and I sprayed it once it came in the mail, and I immediately went online and ordered the next biggest size because I knew I was about to demolish that bottle. Baby, this is heaven in a bottle, okay? So let's go over the notes. So You have the top notes of orange blossom and bitter orange. The middle notes are Indian tuberose and tuberose. The base notes are Madagascar vanilla and sandalwood. So we have that orange again. I love orange and, like I said, green apple in fragrances. So it has bitter orange. So let's get it a whiff. Oh, oh my God. This fragrance is just like in my top 10, maybe top 5 favorite fragrances. It's just so awesome, you guys. Oh my God, that Madagascar vanilla is in the background, slowly creeping up, but you get that orange, that bitter orange out. It just go poof. It just go out at you. Now, this is a fragrance that gives good projection. It lasts a long time. I would say that I sprayed it on my skin one morning around 6, 7 o'clock when I got ready for work. And by the time it was 1 o'clock, I could still smell it, 1 in the afternoon. So that is good for lasting. And I sprayed it on my clothes. And even when I couldn't smell it anymore, one of my coworkers bumped into me around 3-ish, because he was about to get off work, and he was like, oh, you smell good. So he could still smell it, even though I couldn't really smell it. It was kind of faint to me. So this one is off the chain. This is one that you need in your collection, in your arsenal. It's a very popular fragrance, and it just makes me just want to just spray it all over right now. So it is a good one, you guys. Please go get it. And I'm not sure about the original one, because like I said, this is the intense one, but I smelled it on someone else and I really liked it. But I wanted to try the intense one, and I was not disappointed. Okay. So let's go to our next one. We have Black Opium, and this is the perfume that I purchased when I got serious about starting my fragrance collection. I saw everyone talking about this. I saw ads on Facebook and Instagram. This fragrance was just everywhere years ago. I think I may have bought it around 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. So let's talk about it. We already know that it's notorious for that coffee scent. And I did not think I would like coffee in a fragrance, but it is done just right in this fragrance, okay? So let's go over the notes. So we have top notes of pink pepper, pear, orange blossom, middle notes of jasmine and coffee, and bottom notes of cedar and pepper. Okay, so you see we have orange blossom again. I love me some orange blossom, bitter orange mandarin. I love all of it. I know I've said that throughout this video, but you know, I say it again. So let's give it a whiff. Right? Ooh, now this one right here, it smells so good. You get that coffee, you get that pepper. And the coffee scent is not like a bad coffee scent. It actually works well with the bitter orange and the pear. It smells so good. And you know something, even though I sprayed this, I still can smell the My Way Intense is lingering over my shoulder. So I'm really trying to give you an honest review and get into this one. Now, this one, I would say, I wouldn't call it everyday fragrance. It's not too heavy, but it's on the more heavier side. I would say about this fragrance, it just doesn't last long whatsoever. I sprayed it on my skin and my clothes, and I could probably smell it for about 2 to 3 hours. So this is a scent that you need to get a travel size, or maybe get this 1 ounce bottle that I have and just go and just take it in your purse or your backpack, whatever you're going, and just spray throughout the day, because it's not going to last at all. But the fragrance smells so good. I know they have some intense versions. Well, they have many flankers of this. So maybe I would look into you know, getting one of those to see if it's more stronger. Now, it's a strong scent as far as, you know, projecting. You can smell it on a person for sure without having to be directly on them, or not on them directly, beside them or in their personal space. So it is good for that, but it just doesn't last long at all. And it was a bit expensive to not last long, and I hate to buy expensive scents that don't last long. But I did not, you know, mind too much, because like I said, I don't mind taking a fragrance with me and spraying it whenever I need to, okay? So we have Good Girl Supreme by Carolina Herrera, and it is the infamous heel bottled perfume, and it has a little glitter right here. This is my favorite one out of the Good Girl collection, the heels rather. This one is just off the charts, and I love it better than the original one, because this one you could kind of get away with wearing it in the fall, and you can wear this at work because it's heavy, but it's not loud to where it'll make somebody get a headache or get sick, if that makes sense. So let's give it a whiff. You smell it already. It smells so good, you guys. So let's get into the notes. You have top notes of forest fruits and Egyptian jasmine, middle notes of tonka bean and tuberose, and base note of vetiver. This one is so good, you guys, and you know, it has good projection. You can smell it, and not only can you smell it a few feet away, it also lasts long. So you don't have to worry about trying to put this big bottle in your purse or something to do additional sprays. Fruit sprays does the trick with this one, okay? And this one is, I want to say the 2.7 size. It doesn't have it on here, but I know it's two other ones that's smaller than this one. You have the little mini ones that come in the set, and then you have the one where you have to actually take the back of the heel off the spread. This one is good for fall. It's good for, I would probably say this is good for all seasons, and you don't have to wear it like for evening wear or a date night like the original Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, the blue heel. That one I would say is more sexy. This one, oh my God, it just smells so good, perfection. It's in my top 5 or 10, maybe. I would say 5 of favorite fragrances. Oh, Lord. And it does have a sexy vibe, but it's not to where you can't you can't wear it every day, like for everyday scent, okay? So next I'm going to be discussing Angel, the EDT version. I received this in a set with Angel Nova and the Angel, the Eau de Parfum version. This is the EDT, the Eau de Toilette version. So it's a little bit lighter, but it's still heavy and it's still intense, and it lasts a long time like the original one. So it actually doesn't perform as a Eau de Toilette. It performs as an Eau de Parfum, even though it is the EDT version of the original one. So let's read the notes. So you have top notes of peony and mandarin orange, the middle notes of praline, apple and red berries, the base notes of patchouli, white woods, and cedar. So I don't have a sprayer on here. It actually didn't come with the sprayer. So I'm going to just dab it on my hand. Don't want to make a mess. Okay. Oh, that smells so good, you guys. So you automatically start smelling that peony. You get that chocolate vibe, even though it's not chocolate in this one. It smells just like the original one to me. It's just a little bit lighter. So I need to see the scents in the Eau de Parfum to see what they did differently. But because when I wear it, it does perform really good, really well. It lasts a long time, and it's a scent that travels, that you can leave your scent trail behind with. I will also say that this fragrance was probably made years after the original one. The original one, I think I saw that it was made in the 90s, and I'll fact check myself and actually put it somewhere on the screen. But this is a glamorous scent, and I don't see a lot of people talk about this for the fall. I think the original one is one that you would wear for the winter because it is super strong. But this one, I would actually say you can wear it to work because it won't give someone a headache or make them feel sick. The original one, it doesn't make me feel sick or give me a headache, but I can see how it may make other people feel like that because it smells like a chocolatey praline cookie, if that makes sense. So this one is a good one, you guys, and it's something that I would recommend. And you can, like I said, you can kind of get away with it wearing it to work if you don't put that much, because it doesn't take that much from either version, the Eau de Parfum or the Eau de Toilette. It doesn't take much, so please don't overdo it, because then you may start to feel sick. So the next perfume that we are going to discuss is Versace's Crystal Noir. Here it goes. So actually, I had the EDP version, but I ordered this one again, and it ended up being the EDT version. But it's okay because I like this one too. I just don't like it as much as I like the Eau de Parfum version. So we're going to get into the scents of this one, and this one has to be 1 ounce because it's tiny. Yeah, it's 1 ounce. So let's get into the notes of the fragrance. So you have top notes of pepper, cardamom, and ginger, middle notes of gardenia, orange blossom, and peony, and the base notes of sandalwood, musk, and amber. So this one I would say is more woody and floral, well, woody and fruity. I would say that versus the original one. Let's give it a whiff. Okay. Okay. So let me say this, let me be honest. When I first sprayed this, that's how I know I ordered the wrong one, because it sort of gives you the smell kind of reminds me of a regular old bug spray from back in the day. It does, but once it starts to dry down, you kind of get the DNA of the Eau de Parfum version of it, because this is the EDT, like I said. So now this is drying down, you start to smell that pepper in there. It starts to remind you of that original one, but not exactly, if that makes sense. Yes, this smells so good, and it goes good with my body chemistry. This is actually a fragrance that I could wear, or you could get away with wearing with every single day in the fall season, or winter season. It is not super strong, but it gets the job done, basically. And it is heavy because it's woody, and you get those woody and fruity notes in here versus the original one, where you get more of a stronger feel. So that smells so good. So you can wear this on a day night. You can wear this to the gym. You can wear this to the grocery store. This is a fragrance that is very wearable. So that is Versace's Crystal Noir, the EDT version, okay? So last but not least, we have Al Haramain's Amber Oud, and I have the tobacco edition. So I've not yet received mine in the mail, but one of my coworkers actually decanted this for me, and as you can see, over half of this gone, because I absolutely love this fragrance. And when you think of tobacco, you would think that it would be something that's just overwhelming, but it's not, because the tobacco is actually in the background, and you mainly get that cinnamon feel for it, that woody. So let's go over the notes. So you have the top notes of black pepper, ginger, cinnamon, tobacco leaf, the heart notes of tonka bean, vanilla, cacao, incense, clove, and start anise. You have the base notes of woods, tobacco, and dried fruits. Okay, so let's give it a whiff. Can't give it too much because I got to preserve this as much as I can until mine come. You automatically smell that black pepper and that cinnamon just breaking through in the opening. And the opening, for those of you who don't know, is just the scents or the fragrance you get when you first spray it. So it's the opening of the top notes. Oh, that black pepper and cinnamon together just to die for it. I know that seems like a smell that'll get you in a chokehold, but it actually won't. It'll get you in a chokehold, but in a good way. If you like that sort of thing. Oh, yes, yes. Now you get that tobacco. Like I said, the tobacco is more the background. So let me just talk about this fragrance. So the lasting power is phenomenal. Like I sprayed it at around 1 something about 2 days ago, 1 in the evening, 1 p.m. and I can still smell it on me for about until at least 8 o'clock. And the only other fragrances that I know that last that long would have to be the original Angel and the Baccarat. It lasts long, even though there's a lot of dupes of it. But that's another story for another day. This one is just so good. And I know this fragrance has been out for a while, but I'm sort of new to it. And my coworker, he collects fragrances as well. And he said, well, let try this. I think this would be something that you like. And when I say it is just awesome, I got to smell it again. Oh, and it smells even better on your skin. This card is doing it justice, though. It is. This is something that you can get away with wearing to work or anywhere. It starts off a little intense or powerful, but the dry down is just get very like a subtle scent. So it's not something that'll scare people away. By the time that you arrive to your destination, it would already have kind of, you know, went down a little bit, not too strong where people would not be able to tolerate it, or, you know, sneezing or coughing all over the place. This fragrance is so beautiful, and out of all of these that I discussed, I would say that it lasts the longest. Now, the My Way Intense lasts long as well, but I am so ready for my 2-ounce bottle to get here because this one is almost gone, but you know, I know it's coming. So this concludes my video for today. I will try to do a video or two a week. I'll see how that pans out, but my main goal is to do one. If I have time to do a second one, then I certainly will. If you like the content that I have provided for today, then please like, you know, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. I know I don't have that many subscribers, but you know, hit me out. And also, I just want to say thank you for the people who have been watching thus far. It may not have been much to anybody else, but it's the world to me, and I thank you because you didn't have to watch it. You didn't have to view it. So thank you for the support thus far, and see you later.